This short video will provide you with an overview of the award-winning Momentem service. It will enable you to understand how it works and explain some of the important concepts within the solution. This video shows Momentem running on a BlackBerry Storm. Momentem also works in a similar manner on all BlackBerry models. We have two versions of our service. Call Time Tracker is our free entry-level version, and Momentem is our premium subscription version for around $8 a month. With Momentem, you can log your calls, emails, activities and expenses, whereas with Call Time Tracker, it's only calls and emails. With Momentem, you can request unlimited customized reports from the system whenever you need them, for example when it's time to make sense of your bill or when it's time to do your billing and expense claims. Whereas with Call Time Tracker, we automatically send you one report at the end of every month. With Momentem, you can retrieve all of your tagged events going back to day one. With Call Time Tracker, you get just that month's report. They're the main differences between our two versions. So let's assume you successfully downloaded and installed and registered Momentem. When you did so, you entered your email address. Shortly afterwards, you should have received an email from our system welcoming you. Your email address is also used whenever we send you a report of your tagged events and whenever you request an instant summary of a tagged event. You have a unique secure account on our system now. If you change handsets or have to factory reset the phone, you may be prompted for a Momentem password. This password was provided to you in your welcome email, so make a note of it for when you need it. Momentem is always there, running in the background on your phone, waiting to pop up after important calls and emails. But don't worry, it doesn't send any data unless you ask it to, and it doesn't drain your battery. Whenever you tag something using Momentem, it gets sent over the air to our secure service, and when you request a report from the system, it gets sent out to you as an email attachment. There's no need to connect your BlackBerry to the PC or search for log files and no files to back up. You simply tag an event such as a call, click and forget, and we deliver the information when you need it. Momentem uses the data connection on your phone to send and receive small amounts of data, so please ensure you have a data plan allowing at least 1 megabyte per month. Simply by entering your email address and registering, you're up and running. There's no complex setup or configuration required. You can now start tagging. The exciting thing about Momentem is that you can allocate meaningful tags to your calls, emails and more, such as who the call was with, what it was about and what follow-up actions there are, enabling you to bill for your time, recover call costs, make sense of your bill, account for your time, and keep tabs on your busy mobile life. It's worth learning how to tag your calls using our pop-ups because you can make more money from every tagged event. The pop-ups at the end of a call or an email can be daunting at first, but every pop-up is a chance to make more money. So tagging your calls becomes part of your routine. If you ignore a pop-up for 10 seconds, for example, it goes into your Not Now list for processing later. If there are numbers or email addresses that you never need to tag, one click is all it takes to put them in the ignore list, and they won't pop up again. So it's pretty powerful. So let's say that you do want to tag that call. A common question is, how do I get all of my contacts and projects into the system? Well, you don't need to set them up in advance. You can build them on the fly when you need to enter them. And whenever you create them, they're securely backed up in our system. So if you change handsets, you can easily re-download them by pressing the Sync button within the Momentem menu. It's important to note that your Momentem contacts and projects are not necessarily the same as your phone book contacts. We don't grab your phone book, and you can set up your Momentem contacts and projects to be very different from your phone book. For example, you might have a number stored in your phone book as Sally, but when tagging you might need to book it to her company, ABC Electronics. Now let's talk about how Momentem learns. Let's say you're tagging a call from a new number. If Momentem can see a name associated with that number, it will pre-populate the contact field with it, but you can easily edit it. Then add a project of your choosing, then choose whether the time you spent on the call is billable to the contact, for example if you bill your time, and whether the cost of the call is recoverable. For example, when your phone bill arrives, you might want to bill some of your expensive call costs. That information will be remembered and associated with that phone number, so that you don't have to type it next time. But you can always change it. Any phone number can have multiple contacts and projects, and any contact can have multiple phone numbers and projects. Don't forget to add some notes as a reminder of what was discussed. Once you hit submit, all that information is sent over the air to our service. Click and forget. And Momentem is configurable too. Open the Momentem menu and click on Configuration. You can set the minimum length of calls and emails before Momentem pops up, and you can even turn off the pop-ups completely, for example after your working day is over. Don't forget to set the normal hourly rate that you bill your time at, but you can even override that for particular contacts. Momentem sits in the background and pops up at the end of calls and emails. However, you can also manually log your activities, such as meetings, and your expenses. Remember, that's not available with Call Time Tracker, the free version though. So you now understand the key concepts within Momentem, and you understand hopefully about tagging your calls, but the real value of the system is the reporting feature. We deliver an Excel spreadsheet to you via email containing all of your tagged events. Like any spreadsheet, you can filter and sort and export. Momentem users can request a spreadsheet whenever they need it. Call Time Tracker users have to wait until the end of the month. However, new Call Time Tracker users do get 30 days of on-demand reports. So if you are a new Call Time Tracker user, don't forget to try it out and see what that on-demand reporting looks like. Now, please watch part 2, where we show you how to use all the features of Momentem along with some great tips and tricks. Part 3 will then show you the power features, the use cases, the reasons why people use our product to make money, and how you can put more money back into your pocket using Momentem. And don't forget, you can visit our website at any time to find out more.